Hi guys, Zach here in the Command & Conquer Red Alert video. In this game I'm playing a 4v4 match on the map Destruction Derby. I'm standing in the bottom left position playing as the Allies. Now for those of you who don't know this map, there's an island of gems right in the middle of the map, which is obviously very valuable. Now our team's at a disadvantage. It's sort of like a little bit of a handicap match because the top team have access to the gems at the start. What we'll try and do though is we'll try and deny that. And as you can see, the first part is just going to be very similar to what I do on an ore-only map. I'm just going to send infantry out just to block all the scouting paths. But later on, I will be trying to deny that gem patch. They will get some gems though at the start. So just spreading my infantry out at the moment. I don't have to worry like too much. You can see there Reddy's coming in on purple. My teammate purple just above me. So he should be able to defend against most of the early aggression. Which will give me a bit of a chance just to expand and grow my economy. I've also got two teams to the right of me, so I shouldn't have to worry about anything coming from the right early on, because I'd have to go through two bases almost to get there. Well, one base sort of, because the person in the bottom right, they could just go down more the middle. Anyway, what you can see I'm doing now is I'm expanding off to the right. And there's an important reason I'm doing that, and that's because to deny the gem patch, what I can do is I can build navy. So I'm just doing like a bit of a base crawl early on. Obviously this is going to delay my building speed for tanks and all that, but it is worth it because those gems just give other teams so much of an advantage. I'm just going to sell some of those ore silos so they don't sort of block the purple production for tanks. And now we're going to be able to get this naval yard deployed, and I'm going to be building some destroyers. And now I can focus back on my normal game and just start building. Yeah, you can see I've got 3 ore trucks there. On that first ore patch I'm going to get another ore truck and then get a second ore refinery down on the second ore patch. And you can see there those red ore trucks and orange ore trucks as well. We'll have to see as orange may have moved. Yeah, orange is right next. Yeah, orange. What orange has done is he started in the middle right, and what he's done is he's also moved to the middle because he knows that how valuable that gem patch is. So we've got two teams mining off the gems right at the moment. I'm also getting my second war factory, but I do have to be careful. You can see that destroyer being almost taken out there. And that bridge looks slightly to go soon, but they didn't manage to take out that destroyer, so I might have to build some more. I was only going to build a couple because I don't want to over-invest in destroyers. If we do get that bridge down, though, it will lock some more trucks at the other side. And you can see that bridge is already damaged. But the problem is we've got tanks either side. Let's see if we can get this done. And we've got some tanks going over. It looks... Yeah, the problem is it started firing on that ore truck, and that's what I don't want. So yeah, I'm just going to need to try and keep on going until it goes down. I don't like having enough destroyers either to destroy all those tanks because there is quite a lot of them. But yeah, we've got a couple of destroyers now, and that bridge looks like it's almost ready to go. But now you can see that orange is decided to get a naval yard of his own. So what I'll do is I just need to focus on that bridge first. As soon as I get the bridge out, that's going to help me a lot. And let's see, it must be almost done now. Yeah, and yet again, it's been looking like it's almost about to go for a while. So that's caused me some problems. I've also got some yellow tanks here now, so I'll be able to fight a bit if they do send the army towards us. But you can see those orange destroyers now out also, which is going to cause, of course, some problems. Now you can see that red is coming in for the attack. We're going to fight with our medium tanks here. It's medium v medium. And we can also see those orange destroyers there. So I'll need to try and sort of destroy them. While I'm doing this fight, I'll probably have to just send in that destroyer further up. And yeah, you can see, and what I'm going to try and do now is I'm going to sort of try and dive in with my tanks because it's just taken too long to destroy that bridge. So we'll just get our tanks in there because there's no way we can win without destroying the bridge. The bridge has taken far too long to... And there it finally goes down. And now we can see that one of the York trucks is stuck over there, but now Purple's helping with the fight. So finally we've destroyed the bridge. I just had no choice there. It's obviously put us in a bad position because we've had to spend a lot of resources, but now the fight's going to be a bit more even. And you can see there's a Tesla coil from Purple at the front of his base. I'm also getting another ore truck because or refinery, because what I'm doing is I'm trying to just build a good economy, because we are going to need one to fight this. They've had an early advantage, and you can see now it looks like my naval yard is going to be going down. Unfortunately, we lost the battle there. And what I'm trying to do now is I'm just trying to expand up to the top, because we've got some ore patches just north of my base. We'll have to see if we can win this tank battle though. You can see those red tanks coming in, but if they get too close to Purple, at least there's some Tesla coils there. And I think those Tesla are maybe just out of range of those destroyers at the moment. I hope so anyway. You can see one of our power plants going down, but what I'm just trying to do is just get onto that next ore patch up at the top. So now we can see those red medium tanks there coming in. Some of them are on low HP though, and I've got some reinforcements coming to help me. And now Purple is coming up with his tanks as well. So will this sort of change the balance of this? You can see he's still got like a lot of red tanks, and I think he did a lot of mining on the gems first, so he's probably had some like reserve ore. That's the thing. But now you can see he's fallen back a little bit, but I think red still has the better tank numbers, and especially if orange comes into the battle as well. It looks like he's taking some infantry and tanks across, and I don't think we're going to be able to push them back at the moment. We're going to have to fall back a little bit ourselves. I'll put the ore refinery there still, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and build some defences around this position, just to give us that bit of a help. And even if they do try and dive on the ore refinery or truck, that also gives us an opportunity to destroy some tanks. But you can see those orange forces coming in now, and now he's took the water. He's starting to build up those orange tank numbers, and this is going to provide cause things to be a little bit tricky. And you can see I'm struggling a little bit for the ore at the moment. And those orange, we've got a little bit of an orange army, and we've got a red army, and they're starting to take out that ore refinery. I've got that turret taken out. He's doing a little bit of damage, but those Teslas will do a lot of damage as those tanks go in, and you can see those tanks being wiped out quite quickly as soon as they get near that Tesla. So that Tesla providing a really good defense. One of those Tesla is quite close to the water though. I probably wouldn't have done that. And we can see some cyan tanks going around there. And it looks like now we've got the upper hand. So that tank dive into the Tesla of Purple has really hurt them. And now you can see that we have the tank advantage. But there has been a lot going on the other side of the map, because you can see the red and orange army non-existent. And this is where we'd be able to take over the base. But let's see what happened at the other side of the map. And this is a fight on the right side. So we can see that is Nose's base. You can see a pillbox actually next to his construction yard in case there was a base dive. But now we can see that green is coming in with some heavy tanks. So it's light tanks from Nose against heavy tanks from Rambo. And yeah, you can see those green tanks, some of them being taken out. And you can see blue has built an awful lot of infantry. And those infantry also coming to the right side. Like, infantry can actually do quite a bit of damage to tanks. You wouldn't think so, but the thing is it can be squashed quite easily as well. But it seems to be quite even at the moment with the pink tanks and green. But it looks like green are bringing some infantry in as well. And those blue infantry are probably going to turn the scales. And now you can see that green is retreating back to a bit to the top. And those light tanks are obviously better in numbers at the moment. And sort of winning the fight, but now sort of Pink's got on the attack. He's went past, and I think he's trying to dive on buildings, and you can see him going through even though that bridge is destroyed, there is a thing on this map where you can get over just through the side of that bridge over the water, which some people sometimes don't know about. But now Rambo putting up the Tesla coil, and those Tesla will do major damage to those light tanks, and knows immediately he can't go for that construction yard because that Tesla will take out those light tanks very, very quickly. But that war factory is located quite away from the construction yard or the Tesla, so he was able to take that out but still sending more tanks up. And you can see also Maga playing as Cyan is there. And he's got a lot of light tanks of his own. He seems to be going to the left. I don't know if he's trying to defend something on the left of the map there, but he's left Rambo's a bit unguarded, but now you can see those Cyan tanks coming back. And I'm just having a bit of a look around now, just to see if there's anything going on at Nose's base. And now Nose is trying to take those tanks up to the top of the map. And what I think he's going for is he's trying to go around the back to go for that ore refinery. Because if he gets that ore refinery down, then Rambo will be out of ore. But he's hitting that radar dome up first. And that Tesla getting up some shots. And that's doing major damage to Nose. He's lost quite a lot of tanks there. And another Tesla goes up as well. And that's Nose's army completely destroyed. And now we can see Cyan and Rambo both going on the attack. And there's not much to defend here. We have Blue in the middle. And I'm just having a bit of a look. He's got he's got an MCV to the right. But he hasn't got any forces. And that's going to be a big problem because those infantry aren't going to do much in the end. And yeah, you can see there's just nothing Nose can do here. Unfortunately, it was a 2v1 fight. He didn't manage to get down the major buildings. I mean, the thing he could have possibly done would have been go for the ore refinery first instead of but then he would have had to go around the back anyway, and it would have been very hard to do so. There wasn't really much chance there. And now you can see Cyan coming in with his full tank force and just destroying Nose's base. So that's basically how that went on that side of the map. So back to the in-game view, where you can see we've just defeated the orange and red army. And you can just see we were just destroying the base at this point. But you can see the red tank starting to build up again. Because he does have a decent economy behind this. We've also got purple destroying the base. Unfortunately though, my base is now being destroyed by Cyan. So the thing there was, we were just too slow. We allowed them to on our side of the map, I guess we allowed them to mine the gems for too long. You can actually see Orange is still on there. He's managed to get a boat, to get an MCV across, which is probably why his army was a little bit weaker than it could have been, and that gave us the advantage. So we were probably going to be able to take out Red. Orange could have been a different story, but yeah, it took us a bit long to take out that bridge. I had to lose a lot of tanks to do it as well. So on our side of the map, we weren't able to win soon enough in order to give support to the right side of the map. And unfortunately, the person in the bottom middle position, he went for a multi-MCV strategy. And the problem is when you go for a multi-MCV strategy, although it puts you in a good position later, it means you can't help your teammates early on. And that really cost us there. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.